It feels weird. I'm just a mouse now. Hello, Dolly, and welcome to my mini video. It's about SMG4 again. Can you tell I'm into something? I'm into something. Anyway, not here. This is SMG4. You might know him. I'm kind of in the mood of enjoying his content. And he's been releasing a lot of videos, and videos I either really like or just find interesting, like this one, the remastered 64s, which are really good, by the way. Anyway, as of the most recent video, no TV make Mario okay dokie. Why at the end? I'll let you watch it if you don't remember. But first, hi TV advert guy!
Isn't that the TV from upstairs?
How did it get down here?
And that's how it ends. The last time we saw this was right before the Western Spaghetti movie. Yes, this one, in Ready to Ride. Right here. And the one we see in this one, this newest episode, is way different one. While this seems to be a more classic TV, that seems like a more modernized TV before flat screens were invented. Anyway, this episode isn't about that. It's about this. The banner with its 5 slots here. And also this. What the hell do you mean by me said that? Anyway, the SMG4 Theory community has basically been like, the hell's going like if we saw SMG4, it's like look at this. This is what it's been like. It's either this or most people icon. And one of the things I noticed is that people have been basically theorizing on who the hell or what the hell does the 5 cards mean? Putting certain characters in certain places, like maybe each one represents a character. I thought at first they represented a show. You know, each show it represents one of these. So this would be the first show. It's got to be perfect. The second one, Western Spaghetti. The third one would be the War of the Fat Italians, and the fourth one would be this upcoming show. But then it leaves this fifth one. So I've seen people on the internet taking their opinions and being like, okay, it represents characters then. The first one represents, I don't know, Bob. The second one represents Ty, 3 and 4 represents SMG3 and SC4, and the fifth one represents Meggy. And while I do agree on the Ty and Meggy, Bob seems like so weird of a character to have in the first SWAT. Like being completely real. Yeah. Yeah. And one's like, movie. And while I do think this will probably end in a movie, I want to show you my playlist. This is my personal playlist, which I've been constantly updating in public because I felt like it. I just was really into SMG4. I was like, oh god, I need to keep track of this. Anyway, ever since the first show, I've been keeping track of who's the characters involved, what does it mean, as a sort of idea I had of, well, each character has a main idea for the show. That looks flipping weird. No, that looks even weirder. Oh, wait, it's the ones. Yeah, that's fixed. Actually, no, okay. That still looks how weird. That looks how weird. Right. Okay, I guess it's stuck right now. Yeah, fixed it. Anyway. Basically, I put each character who I felt like was a major part of the arc was here. Originally, I had this as just SNG4, and this is just Meggy. But then I remembered that each of the movies had a techno head to them. This movie starts SNG3 and 4 trying to convince that, hey, don't go down this route. You don't need to make the perfect video, just send your life to a living hell. So that's the movie. Uh, Western Spaghetti was Tari's and Maggie's movie, with Tari helping Maggie and Maggie helping Tari, so that's the movie. So it's like, okay, then what's this one? I originally thought it was SNG 3 as 4s, because again, obvious pair. But then I realized it's just Mario. It was Mario's movie. He was the main enemy of the movie. So that's the fifth character, in my opinion. That's what each of these represent. Mario, Charlie, oh, well, not necessarily in that order. SG4, SG3, Maggie, Charlie, Mario. In that order. It could very well be not the case, but Honestly, if these meant to represent a character each, that's honestly my prediction. It's 3, 4, Charlie, Maggie, Mario in that order because that's how they are in my playlist. Also, you might be wondering what these four intermissions are. What I did was anything that happened in between the main episodes. So, like, this is the War of Italians. That's the end of that particular show, I called it. So the next ones are slowing down, keeping the pace, yet keeping the story going with SMG3's cafe being a major part of it and it opening. So I feel like, you know, actually, this doesn't make sense to be here anymore. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure this playlist is concise, okay? Mm, sorry, I'm editing this around as it goes. I'm being weird. There we go. Now it's better. It looks professional this way, doesn't it? It looks really good this way. Anyway, I have no idea what the main plot is. But if I had to say something, it's that at the end of the War of Fat Italians, Puzzle Vision was like, your choices were very interesting. Let's do this again sometime. And with Puzzle Vision now showing up again, I think sometime is now. He's gonna be like, alright, it's time to make some choices again. And become all screwy wooey with the programming. I don't know what his plan is, but his plan always seems to be like pleasing people, you know, making people have the best times of their lives, feeding into the insecurities about themselves. In It's Gotta Be Perfect, he fed into false insecurity of every video must be perfect, every video must be this, must be that, must be this. So he gave him a magic keyboard in order to feed into that insecurity, help further his growth, his downward trend into that insecurity, making him worse and worse and worse until it turned into that love Fabian horror that ate the castle. In Western Spaghetti, he fell uh, into one shot runs, always wants to be on top. He wants to be number one always. So he created the perfect simulation for him. And in turn, when invited Maggie into it and made her suffer because of it. And finally, in the War of Fat Italians, Marty was giving Dixie, hey, This book, this diary, it contains a secret pistol at sea. They'll get it. And while that doesn't seem to harm anyone, it does harm Flea in a bad way. If that was too least, I don't know what would have happened if we didn't help get things going the right way in the end. We almost didn't make it in the War of Fat Italians. I'm sorry I didn't recall my reaction to that. I never recall my reactions to the War of Fat Italians because they're always more comedies to me. And I wanted to enjoy in my own time. Anyway, enough of my excuses. So, I think the next major plan he has will not will involve us torturing these characters. Why? Because it's his show. He wants to make things great for us. He wants us to please us in some way. But our next we're his next victim. The viewers. We're his next victim. He's targeting us now. Putting us in control as SMG4. The show, not the character. God, that's fucking weird. And in turn, causing harm and havoc onto the world. And maybe that's what the 5 slots represent. Our shows, our things we make these characters do. They're not in control anymore. We are. And maybe that's another explanation for it. I don't know, I'm just spitting ideas out. Both of them are good, don't get me wrong. Both of them are really good ideas. I am not ready for the next show. But this does seem to be the finale of this so-called arc. So I'm kind of sad seeing this playlist. Thank you guys for watching. If you if you think you've learned something new, give the video a like. I tried my best. I tried my best. Anyway, that's my general theory. Hope you enjoyed. It's not really edited. I don't really like editing things that I spit out my mouth. It's more of an idea anyway. So give the video a like and whatever. And I'll see you guys next time, I guess.